intelligence has always been trapped in human arrogance. That's the first sentence of the final paper I'm supposed to review. Not very scientific, is it? Sounds more like something you'd find scrawled on the walls of a padded cell. Still, that's how Dr. Razi, lead researcher, head of the now-defunct temporal light experiment, chose to start his summary. Maybe he was feeling dramatic. Maybe he knew something we don't. Anyway, what they were trying to do here, what they actually achieved, was the controlled manipulation of time using frozen photons. 30 years ago, some Italian researchers figured out how to solidify light, hold photons in place, stop them from behaving like waves or particles. That alone changed everything. But of course, we had to take it further. You see, light and time are linked. Stop light, and you stop time. Slow it, and in theory, you should be able to bend time around it. So that's what they did. They built a chamber, contained, controlled, and began freezing time inside it. The results were promising. Dr. Rossi writes here, "For the first time, we have successfully propelled an object forward in time by precisely 5 seconds. That object? A small plastic toy car, cheap vending machine junk. They placed it inside the chamber, ran the field, and poof, gone. 5 seconds later, it reappeared a few inches away. It worked at first, and that was all that mattered, but Rossi's tone shifts after that. Initial trials confirmed a controlled shift in time by exactly 5 seconds. However, subsequent trials revealed anomalies that require further examination. Anomalies. That's the word scientists use when they don't want to admit something went wrong. They ran the test again and again. Each time the toy car reappeared somewhere slightly different, but then things got strange. One test, the car came back crushed. Another, it had tiny, deliberate scratches along the bottom, like someone or something had marked it. Now this was a completely sealed experiment. No moving parts, no human interference. Whatever happened to that car happened while it was gone. Rossi's words again. "We have verified the integrity of the chamber. No external contamination is possible. Yet retrieved objects display clear signs of tampering, given the lack of external influence. One possible conclusion is that the interference occurs while the object is in transit. In transit, meaning something happened to it while it was out of time. They tried sending a digital clock next. Unlike the car, it didn't move at all. Came back in the exact same spot. But the time? 5 seconds ahead. The test was a success. The clock had traveled forward in time, but it also proved something else. It hadn't been touched. It hadn't been tampered with, which meant whatever was interacting with the toy car only cared about things in motion. That's when people started getting nervous. At this point, the funding started drying up, or maybe it was pulled. Hard to say. Officially, the project was shut down due to budget constraints. Too much energy, no viable applications. Unofficially, well, some of the researchers, Rossi included, started whispering theories. What if light has never been empty? What if something has always been moving through it, unseen? And what if, when we froze light, we didn't just stop time? What if we trapped something inside? Now, hold on. This next part. Final experiment. Anomalous interference recorded. Upon retrieval, the object displayed signs of, "That's not possible." It wasn't the toy car that came back. Let's redact that part too. You know what? You go home, and I'll finish this up. It's not our problem anymore.